And color doesn't even have to be all that deep. Like in general, people will have colors that work better for them. And so I think unless you're like a fashion motherfucker, you're out there like really doing the most, I think it's probably best to find just like a couple colors that work really well for you. Like for me, I can stick to blacks, whites, navies, and reds and be perfectly fine. I could also do blacks, whites, browns, and greens, also be perfectly fine. And then pretty much everything would work together, wouldn't really have to worry about it. But I'm built different. I do too much. And you probably do too, and that's why you're watching this.
For me, it's how to make an outfit you actually like. Pick one piece to style around. For me, it's the shirt. So too the.
This is a great video. Guaranteed, everyone is just commenting about her armpit hair. I don't know. For me, fashion is really a confidence thing. Like if you want it and you like it and you rock it, like that's what fucking matters for you. Literally doesn't matter what other people think. Like for me personally, I don't think armpit hair really looks good on anyone. Like I personally shave. Like it's not even like a men or a women thing. But that doesn't even matter, right? Because it's not my armpit hair. Like if that's something that she likes, then fucking rock it, you know? And it becomes its own expression, its own thing, like that she's trying to say. For me, I come from more of a fitness background, and bodybuilders will get like a full Brazilian before they go on stage. Just kind of probably influenced me. Obviously not today though, because I'm fucking stubbly as fuck.
Create silhouette do you want to create? Baggy, skinny, small top, big pants, whatever it is, we need a vision for the outfit. I want to wear some baggy jeans with this. Think about color tones. I tend to wear muted colors, and I'm going to style this shirt with these jeans. I'm calling out the green in the shirt with the green in the pants, and the vibrancy of the colors is pretty similar here. I'm not going to micromanage your shoe choice, but with any outfit, there is a spectrum of functionality for all the pieces. Are you willing to kill your back or your feet today? Mostly, I just don't feel the need to explain some convoluted reason why one type of shoe or boot works best with any particular outfit. Try on a few pairs and pick which ones you like the most.
Here, color-wise, she's doing a really good job of matching the greens and the greens, and it's just overall like more of a goth, like a darker vibe. And even down to the undertones, it goes well together. Really, I guess more than anything, it's about finding pieces that make other parts of your wardrobe work. Nice little harmony.
Try on a particular outfit. Try on a few pairs and pick which ones you like the most. Add another layer. A shirt, a jacket, whatever. For me, the layers help disguise my chest, which is something that I care about as a non-binary person seeking gender euphoria. But it also just makes your outfit more interesting. Add your accessory stack. The bag and the belt might change depending on the day, so too the jewelry. If you have a curated stack of go-to pieces that you cycle through and wear with everything, these things will superimpose your sense of style onto a new outfit when you put them on. The final step, the most important, do a little spin, do a little dance. I'll see you again. Especially if you comment about my armpit hair.
I mean, shit, that was me too. And none of that takes away from the fact that it was a fantastic video. And none of that takes away from the fact that they made a fantastic video. They clearly have a really good sense of their own personal style and what colors work well for them.
You never want to look like a Smurf when you wear the color blue. Hey, at least I got legs. But you have no style, but that's okay. Because I'm going to show you how to wear the...
Okay, we'll get into it, but holy shit, this man just captured my internal monologue. What the f... Who else just like talks mad shit to themselves in the mirror? Me. Probably not healthy, but it is what it is.
Blue is wear the color blue properly. The color blue is a very common and popular color that promotes trust, calmness, reliability, and is 42% of everyone's favorite color. Now, there's 3 ways that you can wear blue in your outfit. It's tonal blue, balanced blue, and combining blue. Tonal blue is when you wear a monochromatic outfit that's filled with different shades of blue. Like navy and light blue, that's really good for a professional setting. Or you can wear baby blue as your main centerpiece of your outfit and complement it with navy. This would be really great to wear to an event or even a party.
Blue is especially relevant because jeans. Like, we wear blue constantly. And blue is also really interesting because if you look at it from a color wheel perspective, blue is on the other side of orange. The reason that's relevant is because our skin is actually a different hue of orange. Regardless of race, we're all a little bit orange, making somebody in the presidency feel a little bit less alone. But f*** him, he can be alone. But orange and blue are complementary colors, which means that they go really well together naturally, which means blue looks good on most people. A lot of people wear blue. So here's how you do it right. Not me taking notes, because I also don't know. I don't know how to do that shit.
Balancing blue is when you wear blue with different neutral colors. For example, you can wear the color blue with neutral colors like cream, black, and gray. Or even navy blue and black, which is a perfect combination for any formal setting.
As a side tangent, most tangents go off to the side. In fact, by definition, they have to. Math. Am I right? As a tangent, navy and black go really well together. I don't know why there's this, like, people say, or like, they just don't go well together. Maybe you're just wrong. You ever thought about that?
And lastly, combining blue is when you pair blue with a complementary warm or earth tone color. So for example, you can do red and blue, which is a great color combination for the holidays. Or like green and blue, which is my favorite. And if you want more creative ways to wear color in your outfits, check out my winter style guide right here.
Red and blue is my personal favorite color combination. It's very Superman. Both colors work really well for me. I just love it.
What this is for the person watching who wants to level up the way they dress in 2024.
Obviously, this was filmed in 2024, but this is my buddy Felipe. He's fantastic. Like, dude, the way that this man dresses, from colors to textures to just silhouettes, like, it's maravilloso. Buenísimo.
You learn the following 3 basic concepts, and I promise you the way you dress will instantly improve. The rule of thirds. Learn about proportions and how you can apply the rule of thirds to your outfits. This will make a huge difference. Your outfits will look more sophisticated and intentional.
I'm glad that he touched on the importance of, and the, like, frankly, optionality to do it both ways. It's less relevant for me because I live in Texas. And in Texas, we have this thing called the sun, and the sun is very hot. But in some places where they don't see the sun got really mad at them. They can wear things like coats. And with trench coats in particular, you can do the rule of thirds in the other direction, and that's super cool. Very dramatic. Very cool. And I'm honestly jealous.
Understand color theory. Understand
I love his
how you can use
jeans.
the color wheel to come up with cohesive color combinations for your everyday outfits.
God, I want those jeans so bad. Those jeans are so cool. They're also like $600. I know because I looked, because I want them so bad.
The importance of texture. A simple outfit doesn't need to be boring if you know how to play with texture and different fabrics.
Texture, heavily understated. Texture comes mostly from like the fabrics that you're using, and that's kind of determined by the weather a little bit, but you can play with texture if you have like smaller articles of clothing or accessories or things like that. So you live in a warmer climate, but you want to have something that's a little bit rougher or a little bit thicker, a little bit more grueso, a little chunkier, a little bit something to bite into, you know? That doesn't have to be like a full jacket. That can be like, I don't know, maybe a scarf, maybe like gloves, maybe a bag. But even in hot climates, like linen and cotton look very different. Both of them work well in hot climates. You can pair them together. Add a little visual intrigue, a little not mystique, but you know.
Texture. Can I do an outfit styling different textures? Ooh, I like that. Let's do that. Texture is rarely something I take into consideration when getting dressed, so let's see what happens.
It's definitely harder to do. It's more subtle than other things like color. Color you can tell from like a ways away. Texture is something you kind of got to be a little bit closer to notice. You got to be paying attention. And again, a lot of times texture is determined literally based on the weather, because a lot of it is material dependent, and different materials give different breathing spaces. They just work differently in different climates.
I'm gonna start with these corduroy bell bottoms from Hammy's. Nice texture. Got a couple of fresh new charms on my chain, by the way. Replaced the J for my wife's first initial, and then I also got a Y for our son. A bit of color in the sock, which you're not gonna see, but I'll know it's there. Then we'll do this kind of mesh knit polo.
That's interesting, having ribbed socks. I had never even really thought about that in terms of like there being texture in your outfit. Because if you're wearing some like long stocking action on the piernas, covering up the tootsies as it was, that literally is texture. And you can see it, especially if you have shorts on in like a warmer climate. Huh.
I've been wearing so many suits lately. I just am like out of sorts on styling myself casually. Gotta get some practice in. I think we'll go crazy and just do the snakeskin belt. It's not actual snakeskin, so any snakes that might be watching, leave me alone. And since we're going for texture, might as well go for these boots. Definitely some nice texture on the pearl ring, as well as on the bracelet. And over top, this isn't the most textured piece, but there's definitely a little something to it. It's kind of giving Lloyd Christmas and Dumb and Dumber. No, and I don't care. Now, I know I said I need to practice more casual, and I intended to, but this turned out pretty nice. I'm just touching it all. It feels...
Growing up in Texas, I've definitely seen variations of this fit. Fantastic fit. The breathable polo was a nice touch. I like that.
If an outfit's not interesting through color, then it has to be interesting through shape. And if it's not interesting by shape, then it has to be interesting through texture. And if it's not interesting by texture, then it has to be interesting by color.
I love this trend because, again, it's just different ways of making your outfit interesting, and it doesn't have to be everything. It literally can just be one of them. Proportions are so weird. Like for me, I'm basically a gradation all the way down, starting long at the top and then slowly getting like stumpier and stumpier. I know what you're thinking. The answer is no and bad. but I have a long neck, sloped shoulders, stumpy legs. So finding fits that make my legs look longer, honestly, big priority for me. And when I'm able to do that, like I get a nice pair of high-waisted pants, maybe crop a tee or two, flash a little navel there, that's crazy. It makes the whole fit look better. Yo, we all have that one friend, but literally it's the same sort of thing, right? You can achieve a similar effect to proportioning your outfit well as you can by literally angling your camera properly. Get yourself a friend that knows how to take good photos of you where you don't look like ass.
Once your jeans don't fit you like the ones you see online and look like ass, so you just need to do one simple thing, and here's how you fix it.
In all fairness, the main thing you want out of a good pair of jeans is to have people looking at your ass. Just gotta be in a good way, gotta be flattering.
Welcome to episode 1 of Unfucking the Perceptions you have about yourself and how your clothes fit you. Today's episode, we got jeans. Because you really wonder how your favorite fashion creators have perfectly fitting jeans. It's not some stupid hack with a hairband. The answer might seem obvious, but you just gotta take them to the tailor. But the trick here for the perfect fit is when you're at the tailor and put the jeans on, fold them over to the point you get the perfect jeans to footwear interaction. Can't believe I forgot to say why this is so important. Different jeans have different rises. This will affect the length to the perfect jeans to footwear interactions, which is exactly why you gotta put them on at the tailor.
Or honestly, you could just learn how to sew yourself, which is a skill. It's hard, but it looks great. Like the amount of things that I modify on like a weekly basis, kind of wild. But since then, my wardrobe shot through the fucking roof. Also, side note, I feel like this guy and I would be friends. We would just vibe.
The foot when I'm on at the tailor. Don't believe me? Look at all these perfect jeans to footwear interactions. The interactions are
Here is how you dress proportionally. Here's an outfit based off of proper proportions and one that isn't. The main benefit of dressing proportionally is that it creates a more balanced, symmetrical outfit and an overall visually pleasing look. Dressing proportionally will depend on your body type. In general, you should have most of your top sit at your waist. If you're a larger, more bulkier guy, an oversized and a boxy or crop top will help enhance your proportions.
That is one thing that I feel is understated in the overall like rule of thirds, whatever. Body types are different. If you're fucking yoked, you can still look yoked and dress nicely in a something baggy. That sleeper build is a real thing, but honestly, like if you got the forearms, like which you should have anyway, how are you not training forearms, my guy? But you can look really nice in something baggy and boxy. If, again, it fits your body type. But if you got some lanky ass legs, you might want a longer shirt. Slenderman looking ass.
The cut of pants will depend on personal preference, whether you prefer a slim, straight, or wider cut.
All right, so this is a reminder to take your clothes to the tailor, especially if you're a little shorter like me. I'm 5'8", so...
Right there with you, brother. Honestly, if you rock your fit, like, nobody can tell online. Learn how to pose, learn how to find clothes that fit you well. You can mog up on the camera. I'm right there with you.
If it was a little bit longer, I had it shortened, so it's a little bit higher, and then I had the waist taken in, so these pants sit right around my belly button. I think it looks a lot cleaner, right? It helps with my proportions, makes my legs look longer and my torso shorter, so let me know what you think.
Step 2. This is how you layer for winter. Step 1. Tights. Step 2. A black long sleeve.
Fellas, I know you're gonna feel weird about the tights. Don't feel weird about the tights, dude. I wear tights regularly. You can wear athletic tights if... Are you an athletic type? You can wear athletic tights if it makes you feel uncomfortable. But honestly, them boys are the best for preventing chafing. If you're not on that tight game, get on it. Like, how tight are you?
The tight. Step 3. Wear jeans over the tights. Step 4. A cardigan, a sweater, or a jacket. Step 5. A long wool coat. Step 6. A scarf. Step 7, accessories.
And if you'll notice with every one of those layers, with the exception of the tights, they all poke through. You can see all of them. Part of what makes it look good. Graphic tees are something that I'm like kind of just getting into in like an actual fashion sense. Here, this one I actually got just from like the promo of the movie, but I have a couple, like my Dragon Ball Z shirt. I had a Venom shirt for a while. Fucking love them. But they can look tacky unless you know what you're doing with them.
This was a little different. How would I dress a black graphic tee? Well, that depends. If I'm trying to be pretty forward with the graphic, I really want to put it on display, I'd probably wear it with some black pants, a dressier shoe, and some accessories. Whereas if I'm trying to be more casual, I'd probably go for a light wash jean because I like the way it contrasts with the black with some sneakers.
With graphic tees, because they are so busy, it's a balance thing again, right? So you don't want to oversaturate the rest of your outfit with like crazy textures or colors or whatever. You want something relatively simple just to let the graphic tee speak for itself. Be like, I'm talking here, like, let it say what it's got to say.
Finally, if I'm maybe a hat, or finally, if I'm trying to be a little bit more subtle about it, I'm gonna wear a nice trouser with some type of jacket or coat. If people say, that's not how I would normally picture a graphic tee being styled, you're nailing.